Get in here. Hey, Jesse. Energizer Bunny. I wish. I wish. I do have to cut this. Esto me duele. It's not even going the full way. Hey, shoot. So problem is this is cheap and it's all wiggly. But it's a good saw. Could be a better saw. That is the goal today. Make it a better saw. So I guess we'll go ahead and get down to our shape. It's going to be our new handle shape, I think. Can you see it? Well, I'm going to go ahead and start knocking this out. Should have did that while this was still big, but it is what it is. That's what we're looking for. Good evening, Wes. Hope all is well with you and yours. Everything is great. Orami, how are you and how are yours? William and Heidi in the building. Going live tonight at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. It's not too long from now. Hopefully I'll see you over there. Let me just start knocking off this extra. See if I can get you a more good view of that. Good job, buddy. See what we got. Did I miss anybody in the chat? Let me check. Let it posted for 20 hours. Whoa. Doing well. Got some wood turning in today. Walnut ornaments. Nice. I have zero ideas about ornaments. I just totally space out on it. Let's see. That is my line. That's how deep I need to go with my cut in order to put this in there. And I'm going to use this to cut it because that's going to be the exact width that I need. And I don't have a thinner blade than this, so it's kind of forced upon me. And I'm going to try to, golly, I shouldn't, but I'm going to try to just strike this. And then I'm going to just commit to staying to the right of that line. I'm a little bit off center, so I'm going to stay over here on this side. I think we should need our advice from the Fates of House. This little handle is not the best. I should do some mods on this vise is what I should do. Take that little wiggle out. I hate that wiggle. oak be oaken. Glad I started this thing with a workout. Jeez. If I had your tools and workspace, I'd love to work with you. Heck yeah. I got a Japanese software that seems to be working good. Yeah, what's going on, Bear and the Boss Lady? What's going on, Christina and Derek? I'm doing great, Fetty Spaghetti. How you doing today? I'm getting a workout over here. This oak ain't gonna go quietly. But neither am I. Hey, Fetty, I appreciate it. There and the boss lady in the building. They have the funnest channel on YouTube. Bear and the Boss Lady. I promise you, everybody in here speaking to me is subscribed. And if they're not, they should be. I would say the Shoops might be the second funniest. Woodchucker Caleb, also hilarious. Most people don't get talent and a sense of humor. I definitely lack the sense of humor part, but those guys are fun. I've had 2 snows so far. Holy moly. I have had no snow. We had a few drops of sleet fall from the sky the other day. They melted on the windshield, and that was the end of that. And we were getting winter storm warnings all day. It's ridiculous. Every time I would type your name in, it would change it to ghetto. Oh no. Oh no. Get with it. Spell check. It's a household name, for crying out loud. jewelry. Thank you, Bear, the boss lady. Every year I wonder why I stay in living in Minnesota. Oh my God. I couldn't do it. I am not built for cold weather. I got zero fat under the skin. I just freeze to death. Just had the snowblower out for the first time this year. Oh my God. Just finished an oak spoon for the family member. Got some beeswax and started my next project. Whoa, Christina. An oak spoon? I cannot imagine. My very last project that I just did was a spoon. It was a bass spoon, and it was, I couldn't even imagine. I don't have the skill set yet to do oak. Da, 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 da. Got a Japanese saw for that. Yeah, it's working good. Minnesota. Poor y'all. That's straight-ish. What I'm going to end up doing is having to shave or sand down this side, catch it up. It's important that this thing not be tilted. I think, though, I got a straight cut for the most part. I don't know about that little top part. But I'm going to knock these out. Hopefully not have to drill them out. But if I do, I do. I just don't want you to endure the gong of that happening on this bench. Let's see. Let's see if I can find my nail punch. And then I'll try to knock those through. Man, Rob was singing, humming that song from, I don't even freaking know. It's stuck in my head now, though. It sounds like the Baby Shark song, but it's not. It's an old disco song. And it's like, and I didn't want to have that stuck in my head alone, so I just infected you with it. Sorry. Need a way to make a hole go through. Let me see. I got a couple pre-cut holes in my bench for just such an occasion. So now I can punch this through, have the support of the bench on the handle, and still give space for this to drop through this pin, hopefully. It's working. That handle actually got tighter. The whole problem I had with it is its wiggliness. Don't you fall over, teacup. We're getting there, but I'd like to punch it out. I don't want to drill it out because I don't want to make that hole any bigger. I don't know what size the hole in the metal even is. So I don't want to spread it out just in case my pins aren't bigger than that. Let's give that thing some room to fall. Do have a little bit deeper hole over here. It's on the corner, so the support is the same. It's a lot more bouncy over here. But it's coming. Let's see if the grips grab it. pretty soft metal. I might just be squeezing it and pinching it. Yeah. Well, we're getting it done. Patience and butterfly patience. That thing was in there ugly. Kind of like I'm cutting through it, maybe. Like this punch is hard enough to punch through it, maybe. But I really don't even care about breaking this handle if that lets me get to what I need to get to. Oops. Now, I'm not trying to cut through this. I'm just trying to wedge it open so I can separate. There we go. Something gave. Let's see if we can knock that other one through. And then we can go ahead and get this done. First, I should try to get that out. Wouldn't you like? Hey, Dave. Robert, I've heard that a closest sugar grove, but if you hear that everything can burn from Gun to Lancaster, I'm probably dead. Holy smokes. Your wife cuts your hair? That must be heaven. I cut my own hair and beard and all that stuff, but I do recall it being a very relaxing thing. But weirdly intimate. So your wife doing it sounds very relaxing. That's what we call a come up where I'm from. A good woman. Hey, Vlad. Hello, my other friend with the name I can't pronounce. That just broke right off. All right. We can definitely do it that way. I got it out. We shall begin the process. The first tea. Excellent, Smithers. Woodworking artists gotta support each other out here. Hey, I know that's right. Putting these things on is so risky because they'll spin around and the wire will cut the crap out of it. So if you got sense to do this with gloves on, or you could be like me. Do I do diamond sharpening stones or resin bonded stones for sharpening my tools? I use the I guess these are the resin stones. I use wet stones. I use these. Chocolate doctor, the document. Where's my cleaner? Where's my cleaner? Worst can ever. I'm thinking I might have to compromise a little bit. But I'm guessing we'll just have to make it up in epoxy. Does anyone know the chat what kind of stone uses to sharpen tools? I use the Amazon Basics whetstones. Using a chisel for a hammer makes me uncomfortable. Yeah, but this is my very, very rough and tough chisel that I've had for many, many, many years. I use this to build decks. It is not a fine woodworking tool, but I cleaned it up and sharpened it this morning, and it's just dumb heavy. And it can definitely handle a little pop like that. That chisel. I wouldn't do it with this one. But I apologize for annoying your sensibilities. My disrespectful carpentry, woodworking. Stephen, what's up, man? Boring guy, DIY. Gotta love that dude. Welcome to the chat, Holmes. My favorite mallet nemesis. If you get a chance, it's a channel that does not live up to its name. He is not a boring guy, DIY. He just talks that way. Let's do a quick test. Check our diameter real quick. That's not going to work. Need some warm weather. Shop has been too cold. I'm jealous watching your videos, man. I bet. Hey, Sporgo. How you doing? I didn't realize we were going to have tough and stuff in here tonight. Thanks for showing up. We needed somebody to come in here and be a goofball. And you have fulfilled our request. I sent out a message to YouTube this morning. I said, no children have come in here and thrown tantrums. And I need one. What can you do? And there you go. You're my Christmas wish. You're a gosh darn Christmas miracle. He probably typed that from an Xbox. I hate your tools, man. They suck. Your tools suck. Oh, to be 12 again. Now, let's see if we can line these things up. Real close. So close, I need to do a little tappity tap on it. Let's see if we got something available for that. I do occasionally like to use this little automotive tool. Okay, so we know that can work. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna open it up with itself just a little bit more, just to get some of the junk out. But that's a tight fit, so I'm very happy about that. But you should know that you're only Festool and Mar. I know, right? I should have been in here with some red tools and some. What are they like? A special green? They should be money green. And listen, I don't knock expensive tools. I have some expensive custom tools. I have some expensive specialty tools. They got jack to do with woodworking. But if that's what you need, that's what you need. But in this space, that ain't what I need. Oh man, oh, I was gonna pass out if I didn't have any epoxy. But you know, hate on haters. I wouldn't be able to woodwork. All about the tools, those poor souls. I wouldn't be able to woodwork without Harbor Freight. I would love the nice tools too, but we make do. Yeah, the whole point is to develop the skill set. Um, I know master carpenters in the construction sense who absolutely have economy tools, or what would be considered that. It's about how much you use them and what you plan to do with them, what kind of workload you put on them, etc., etc. And here, it makes no sense to add my DeWalt tools to this equation. It makes more sense to keep them out of this equation so that I don't get my Ryobi tools on the job site and beat them up. I got tools that I can beat up, tools that I can't. And you don't put the get beat up tools on the TV. You put the clean ones in. All right, here we go. Gonna just squeeze that in and let the epoxy magic map. Okay, wait. That's close. Got a couple wax. See if these will go through yet. Not yet. Maybe I'm not deep enough on my cut. It is stopping just short. I don't want to split my wood. I think what I'm going to do is so close, I'm going to let it be there, right where it's at. I'm going to pull my epoxy around because I can see through the hole. I can see that it's in there. But I can also see that my opening is not perfectly aligned either. So it's probably going to mean I'm just going to have to drill through, let this harden a little bit and open that up a little bit, but I may not. We'll just see. Oh, because I can see clear through it. It's like right there. Oh, it's a lightweight alignment issue. That should clean up pretty decent. We'll let that epoxy harden. That's a good thing about epoxy. It'll go fast. And then we can start shaping this thing. In the meanwhile, where's my drill bit? I guess I can get it ready. Maybe give it a quick sharpen over here. Over here. I'm gonna kick something over every 5 minutes like clockwork. All right, Stefan, we'll see you later, man. Hey, Miguel, how you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. That ought to be good. We are repairing, we'll replace the handle on my little saw, my little flush cut saw, which is a nice little saw, but it's cheap. Handle's cheap, and I'm upgrading it, hopefully. I'm gonna try to drill right through this. Perfect. I need to make some more epoxy for that though. Go through this other side and get that through a little deeper. Went through. Let's go ahead and get us some more epoxy made up. And we'll push these through. I wonder if I can break one of these in half. No. I can bend it, obviously. I do want this in half, though. Oh, there it is. We've got some more. Do. Dang it, that song is stuck. Going nowhere. We'll just leave it alone there. It'll be drying in a few minutes. And then we can start sanding this down, filling this in. In fact, I might want to put some epoxy in that groove since I got some. I wonder what would be the proper way to get epoxy deep down in that little groove, that channel. I don't even know if I can. And I'm going to cut that off anyway. I'm going to cut that down to the blade. So that's okay. Hope I'm not giving myself the same problem I have in my rods be so narrow. We will hope. I need to put them somewhere where they sit stable. I'll leave it alone for a second. Sebastian Lewis. Hello, hi, welcome. Take a quick little Toki break while that happens, and I will be right back. You want a lighter like this, Runic Workshop, you can get it. I got mine from him. Runic's Workshop. Not a commercial, he didn't pay me. Just bought a cool lighter from him, and he's awesome. I'm doing it again, Carrie. So, take a quick moment. This epoxy is hard. This epoxy is not at all. And I can't shape it until these are set. I kind of want to put some more in there too. Sort of epoxy overdoser. So I can sand off if I got too much. If I don't have enough, it's a different sort of problem, isn't it? Just squish it down in there. I tend to overkill when I don't know the tolerances of something. Sometimes that works out for me, sometimes not so much. Russell, how you doing? I can get all of this off of here into the trash. together for another day. Things are stiffening up though. That's good news. Have something ready in a second. I'll be right back. What's that for? Oh, this is a flush cut saw. It's a very thin saw. It allows you to make fine cuts. And the handle, mine was fairly inexpensive, but as you can see, my old handle was a little wonky. So, had to make a new one. This is almost dry. It is not dry yet, so we've got to still wait a little bit. Gotta wait a little bit. We wish you a Merry Christmas. meantime, while that dries, we can work on this little box. Put some gloves on here. Hey Tommy, how you doing? Hot hog farmer, how you doing? Cool name. almost ready. Hey, TJ, how's it going? Good to see you. See if we can get this thing going. Better view. Pushed my pin. Pushed my pin. If it can push, then it ain't much of a pin. So, it's complicated. Let's go into shaping of this, see how the pins do in the meanwhile, and then maybe we'll reapply them after we've cut in, worked everything out. Right now, they'll hold us where we need to be, not where we want to be, though. Let's see what we can do. Let me get some eye protection. Oh yeah, today I love a scroll saw. That's probably a ton of fun. What you been making with it? I don't think I've ever operated a scroll saw. Like ever. Gotta hide my parts. Hey, Willie Monkey, how you doing? Hey, Robert G. That is a lot of handle for a little saw. The the handle that I had isn't much longer, much shorter, but just a better grab, man. Like, just a better grab. And I think I may make a little finger slot right there too. Because I do need to bring this back a little bit. I just couldn't do it on that tool because I want that to come down a little ways and then pull back, you know what I'm saying? So I got a little more clearance here. But I can do that with the file. So I'm gonna lock this down. Pull that back a little bit. See if we can get that position in a way that we can work that part. Yusuf, hi. How you doing? Rob G, what you been working on lately, bro? If you're still in the chat. Let's see what I have available here. Finish up your first bowl on the lathe? Yo, how was it? What kind of wood you use? Well, congratulations on that, man. Walnut? Oh, I bet that's pretty. Are you gonna post it? I gotta get over there and see that. Or did you post it already? Okay. You want to post your channel link on the chat so people can go see it when you do post it. And people can see the stuff you've already done. But I would definitely come over and check them out. Walnut bowl on the left. Music to my ears. One day, Robert G. One day. I'm trying to give myself some subtle little points of grab from my fingers here. I don't know how subtle they're being right now. I keep forgetting this is oak. There is no gentleness with this oak. Pretty rough. Hopefully I still have a soft blade at the end of this. Never can be too sure. Can't leave a lot of this shaping to the sandpaper with oak. Be here all day. softening to the sandpaper. Feels alright, not great. That needs to be deeper. You need a curve to hold back up there. I'm not sure what you mean, man. Could you elaborate for me a little bit? Oh, a bump to have to hold. Up top? Oh, yeah, I gotcha. Well, I got the metal here, and this is a very short tang on this thing, so I don't want to risk cutting into that, and I want to keep that kind of straight and flat, but maybe down here I definitely can use some more work. Really just kind of feeling it out, see how it feels on your hand. And the anticipation of the movements and motions that I'll make. Hello, Miss Jennifer. How are you? So I can get a little close, I can get a little further back. Truthfully, this feels better further back right here. This feels like the way. I'm going to refine that a little bit and then just work it into this. I don't think I need a whole lot of extra behind that. And I don't mind it being quirky looking if it works. What I did not do, to my dismay, is look up what some of the nicer flush cut saws handles look like. Those guys probably put a little bit more thought into it and probably spent a little more time in the design, so I maybe should have done that. Level up It makes nice curves. Oh yeah? I do them with the chisels. I have yet to make a chisel handle. Yeah, my own chisels. But I feel like it's coming. Um, I'm getting more comfortable with the handles because I've been, making these little knives lately. And so, you know, getting cool with that. But this is my first effort at my saw handle. I really like what this file is doing on this side. It's doing really well with this oak. I feel like I hit a sweet spot. We can maybe start breaking this thing, sanding this down now. Yeah, let's go ahead and pull that over. We're going to also put some glue in there. What do I do with the glue? I was trying to wrap this thing here. What do I do with the glue? Rasp is more precise sometimes at the end. You know what? That's probably true. I do not yet own a woodworking rasp, but I definitely have heard that. I generally will just get down to this stage and then hit it with some 100 grit or some 80 grit, and then start working my way back to a 220 from there. Let's see if I even have any for this particular tool. I'll do some quick hand sanding. Get rid of that like a booger. Scooch. I might could put the little trimmer on that, the little rotary tool. See how it does. And those little interior curves. On this oak, it'll probably do better than my hand will. Probably. I'll save that for the for that tool. I'll go ahead and hit the rest of it with this sanding paper. It seems to be doing a bang up job. Thank you, Jesse. It's getting there, I think. I'm surprised at how well this sandpaper's doing. It seems to be very hard to soften, but this 100 grit seems to be the ticket. We'll see more when the dust settles, as I say. Hey, Stan. don't need anything too fancy here, but I do want to kind of work a little bevel around the edge, keep the chipping down. Sorry if you're sensitive to that metal noise. I think the human finger is an underrated tool. Maybe some other animal fingers too. I just hadn't tried any of those. Chicken fingers. I lock it. Let's jump down to a slightly finer grit. See what else we got in the old box. Some light 120 action. Just to continue the softening and refining. Not going to do any shaping with this. We're just going to knock off corners and edges. 220? Is that even a thing? Yes. Yes, it is. It's a thing. This is really just a softening. This is what the 220 does in a situation like this. It's going to make everything nice and smooth to the touch. You know what we do at the end? You know what we do at the end? Thank you all for the 115 likes. That's amazing. Just for that. Looks so good already. Cannot tell me that does not look like a high quality tool now. I mean, it just looks good. Not perfect, but much better than what we had. And not only the aesthetic, but the strength. That's what we had. That's what we got. So, thank you for hanging out with me while I did it. And thank you for the 115 likes. I'm so excited about that, y'all. For real, for real. And now I got a better tool. Now, I could polish up this metal, but I don't think I will today. I do have to learn what kind of wax I need for this, because I hear that these work much better when they have that wax on them, and you can pull them a little bit smoother with a little less binding. So I gotta do some research on that part, but I feel like I got me a saw. Pretty happy with it. So thanks everybody who came in, bothered to hang out with me today. I am West Desert, and I appreciate all of you. Thank you, Jesse, for hanging out with me. I appreciate you very much, and anybody else who hung out too. I know there's some people who hang out and don't necessarily comment, and I appreciate them too. So thank y'all for hanging out with me on my Mr. T Day, West Desert. Peace.